Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner Steck. Makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on your live event.
And welcome to Cavalier. Volleyball fans, James Martin's back here with you on YourLiveEvent.com as the Cavalier Tornadoes, they host the Larimore Polar Bears. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals, and the team that comes up short, their season comes to an end. Again, we're coming to you here on our Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event and YourLiveEvent.com. James Martinskin, Kevin Stanhope on the camera here for this evening. Again, taking a look at the brackets, 3 play-in matchups tonight. We'll have, again, Cavalier hosting Larimore. The 7-10 matchup, North Border hosts Drayton Valley, Edinburgh. And in the 8-9 matchup, Hatton Northwood gets to host Midway Minto tonight as well. So that's the matchups. Winners go on to the quarterfinals on Monday back in Larimore. The team that falls short again, their season comes to an end. Got a lot coming up here on this Irie Insurance pregame show, including our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews and much, much more here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's postseason volleyball between Cavalier and Larimore.
Stop in at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Just stop in and get your flu shot. There is no copay for all Medicare participants and other qualified plans. Call Hillsborough Drug for a free Medicare Part D review. The open enrollment ends December 7th. Remember, you can now text Hillsborough Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. And they offer mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsborough and Halstead. Your full-service pharmacy, Hillsborough Drug. The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews on YourLiveEvent.com. Please be joined by the head coach of the Cavalier girls volleyball team, and Carmen Stanhope. And Carmen, as we were mentioning before the interview, you get a chance to host the first game of the postseason. Not exactly what you wanted. You wanted to be in that top 5, but your thoughts of being able to start out this postseason at home?
It's an exciting time to be able to be at home for our last game of the season, especially. We did have a regular season match against Thompson on Monday. It didn't necessarily go our way, so hoping tonight goes a little bit better and we play a little bit more as a team and our home game with a win.
And looking at Larimore tonight, they'll bring in a challenge. It's going to be a battle of 2 orange and black squads. Your thoughts on the Polar Bears tonight?
Yeah, they're a good team. We've seen them 3 times actually this season. Come out with a win all three times. So we're hopeful with if we play well and we play as a team and we're more scrappy than they are. I think that hopefully we can come out with a win. But they're going to put up a fight. They're not going to roll over and let us win. So we got to earn it. So.
Carmen Stanhope, head coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes, joining us on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight, and we may see you after the game.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
'23 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with orange gear and supplies for a successful hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the teams competing in the 2023 Region 2 Volleyball Tournament the best of luck.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Back on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews, please be joined by the head coach of the Larimore Polar Bears and Carly Trozen. And Carly, you guys had some momentum near the end of the season, picking up a win against Foreman's Minnewacan and trying to take that energy into the postseason. Give me an insight on where your team is coming into tonight's play-in contest.
Focusing on ourselves, making sure our passes are there, having some energy, and making sure we compete and fight as a team.
You got a chance to match up with Cavalier tonight. It's going to be a battle of 2 orange and black squads. Your thoughts on going against Cavalier for the second time this season?
Just bring in everything that we got, bring the energy, and making sure our passes are there, our hits are there, and our sets are off the net, and going out and playing as a team.
It's Carly Trozen joining us on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. We might see you after the game.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I've always been more so of a caring person, I'd say. I don't know, the care aspect and being able to make a difference in their life and help them to have as normal of a life as they can. Whenever I provide care for them, I always try and like go above and beyond and like, do you need anything else? Like, can I help you do this while I'm here? And take care of all these wonderful residents, and it's really nice having such awesome residents here. I would definitely recommend a career at Benedictine of Beta.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton. Positions available include potato stackers, potato graders, and forklift driver. Seasonal, approximately September through May, and generally from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You get paid holidays and paid vacation, paid every 2 weeks. Up to $18 per hour depending on position. Call Carissa 701-847-2200 or find them on the website dakotapackers.com. Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction. From concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622. That wraps up our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews here on Your Live Event and YourLiveEvent.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. James Martin signing out with you on the call tonight between Larimore and Cavalier, making the trip up to the northeast corner of the state for this Region 2 play-in contest. And we took a look at the first part of the bracket earlier. Let's take a look at the quarterfinals, the 5 teams that are in right now with a first round bye. And take a look at that Region 2 bracket. Of course, the Mayport CG Patriots getting the number 1 seed, undefeated through region play. Number 2 seed Thompson, number 3 Grafton, number 4 Park River Fortville Lincoln, and number 5 Hillsboro Central Valley. So the Aggies and the Burros will meet in the quarterfinals. The other 3 matchups have yet to be solidified. Mayport CG will face the winner of the 8-9 matchup between Hatton Northwood and Midway Minto. Thompson will face off against the winner of North Border and Drayton Valley Edinburgh in the 7-10 matchup. And the winner of this game will take on Grafton in the quarterfinals. Larimore certainly hoping it's them. They can go back to their home floor for at least one more game. Cavalier hoping to get the season off to a good start on their home floor. And again, you are in tune to that Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event and YourLiveEvent.com. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. Coming up, we've got more on the Irie Insurance pregame show, starting lineups. We'll take you then to the opening serve. Much, much more on the way here on Your Live Event.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. James Martins, Kevin Stanhope on the camera here this evening as number 6 Cavalier hosts number 11 Larimore in a Region 2 playoff contest. To get into the Irie Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. Cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. Larimore going to be in the black jerseys, white letters on the back of the jersey, and white numbers outlined in orange. The libero here this evening for Larimore. That is going to be Kelsey Gemmel. Seniors in the orange jersey, white letters, white numbers. Cavalier going to come out in their white jerseys. Orange letters, block style, Cavalier on the back. Numbers on the front and back outlined in orange. There, numbers in black, of course. Black and orange trim down the side of the jersey. And the libero here this evening for Cavalier. That's Remy Larson. The sophomore is in the orange jersey, white numbers. Number 0 on the front and back of the jersey. Take a look at some of the other matchups going on in YourLiveEvent.com today. Great variety of contests. Section football, section volleyball, play-in volleyball for North Dakota, section football and volleyball, of course. As earlier today, New York Mills, Parkers Prairie faced off in section football action. Going at it right now is Pelican Rapids and Barnesville. And coming up here, we'll have 4 play-in matches. This is the only one in Region 2 we'll have. We'll have Region 1 play-in matches. Central Cass hosting Richland. Lisbon hosting Kindred. By the way, Central Cass Richland's the 5-12. Lisbon Kindred 8-9. And Maple River Enderlin, that's the 7-10 matchup. Top 4 seeds got a first round bye. If I remember correctly, that's Northern Cass, of course, Wyomere Lidgerwood, Oaks. And let's get the other one here. Let's get the Region 1 bracket out here for you. The other first-round bye went to Sargent County. Lisbon hosting Kindred, Central Cass hosting Richland, Maple River hosting Enderlin. All three of those matchups on yourliveevent.com. Only one that is not, Hankinson and Tri-State Fairmount Campbell Tinta. So that's what we got coming up here today. As well, we'll be following 3 Minnesota football teams, at the very least, at the state tournament, state championships. And we'll get you the rundown on those. Those would be, of course, Ferto Beltrami, your Section 6A 9-man champions. Grigla, Goodrich, Gatsky, the Section 8 9-man champions. Those two will face off against each other. Noman Waban, your Class 1A, Section 8 champion, I believe. Those three will cover at the state tournaments. So lots of action coming up here on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget, we've got the Region 2, Region 1 tournaments, quarterfinals, semifinals, championship, third-place games on yourliveevent.com. Joe Lancello and myself be taking care of Region 2. Chase Miller has got the call in Region 1. And we also have the EDC tournament. Chase Miller and I will have the call for you on those matchups. We'll have the games, all the games at Davies. First round is at the higher seed, so we'll have the games at Davies. That's the 10th and the 11th. Clock's starting to wind down here on that Irie Insurance pregame show. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible, especially the postseason broadcasts, including our Cavalier sponsors for tonight's contest: Worley Construction, State Farm agent Britta Swenson, and Farmers Union Insurance agent Jennifer Worley. Thanks to those 3 sponsors for sponsoring our Cavalier contest tonight, specifically from the Cavalier community. Of course, plenty of other sponsors. You can check out their ads. We ask you to patron their businesses as well, or at the very least say thank you for their ability to get these games on yourliveevent.com. Larimore going to serve left to right on that streaming device. Cavalier going right to left. And Cavalier, the 6th seed. Larimore, the 11th seed. These two teams, of course, meeting earlier this year. And we'll talk about that a little bit throughout the game. But for now, we'll take you through should be time for the national anthem. And actually, I can give you that Cavalier Larimore score was 3-0 back here at Cavalier. Second time this season, the Cavalier hosts Larimore. Of course, first time in the regular season, second time in the postseason. Let's take a quick break here. We'll break for the national anthem. When we come back, it's the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups here on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency. Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union insurance agent, Jennifer Worley, in Cavalier. Back here after the national anthem in Cavalier, as it is time now for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar Company, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own, crystalsugar.com. Starters will start with the visiting squad, the Larimore Polar Bears. It's a junior outside hitter number 1, Sadie Amit, the senior middle hitter number 2, Madeline Hoverson, junior middle hitter number 3, Caitlin Eggle, senior libero number 4, Kelsey Gemmel, the junior center number 5, Addison Deitzler, freshman outside hitter number 12, Grace Sands, and the senior center number 15, Addie Larson. That's the starters for head coach Carly Trozen, assisted by Maddie Hartz. Now for the Cavalier Tornadoes, they'll go with this starting lineup. It's a senior middle hitter number 4, Tia Jensen, a senior right side number 7, Nora Crosby, a sophomore middle hitter number 9, Jocelyn Anderson, a junior number 13, Ariana Tebow, outside hitter, a defensive specialist, freshman number 19, Bryn Devine, a senior center number 21, Callie DeMars, and the sophomore libero number 10, Remy Larson. That's the starters. Head coach Carmen Stanhope, assisted by Melissa Gagner. Officials for tonight's contest, Courtney Ford and Robert Gall. Again, Cavalier going right to left, Larimore going left to right. All we got to do now is have the opening serve, and that's next on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
And we are back here now for that Dakota Natural Gas first serve of the contest. Dakota Natural Gas first serve of the contest. At Dakota Natural Gas, they provide access to clean, affordable natural gas energy in rural North Dakota communities where natural gas service was previously unavailable. With safety always first, they pride themselves on providing responsive, reliable service to their customers, general public, and the communities they serve. What sets them apart? They care about the people they serve, and the difference is easy. Dakota Natural Gas, finding solutions one community at a time, changing lives with energy. And again, that's our Dakota Natural Gas first serve of the game. Goes to Addie Larson for Larimore. And just a couple minutes after the initial start time, we are underway here with this one. Smash there for Cavalier. Try to go back after it again. And picks up the kill that time. That's a kill for Tia Jensen, the senior. Jensen picks up the first kill of the match. And just like that, it is 1-0. We'll clear that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard here in just a little bit. Cavalier again with the lead. Set number 1. 1-0. Larson up for Larimore and sent back over by Gebel. Swept off the floor that time and sent over by the Tornadoes for the point. 2-0 Cavalier again on that Tim Gazette Golden Harvest seed sales scoreboard. Contact Tim for all your seed needs at 701-430-0877. 2-0 here as going to the service line is Cavalier, and that's going to be a point on the outside. There that time for Addison Deitzler. Deitzler picks up the kill, her first of the match. It's now 2-1. And a service error for Gebel makes it 3-1 Cavalier. Again, it was a 3-0 victory in favor of Cavalier here during the regular season. Step up there, cross-court attack, dug out by the Tornadoes. Jensen gets a little help down the line for the smash kill. Jocelyn Anderson. That's, beg your pardon. Get the right number on that here, 4-1. Cavalier in front. That's Ava Chemnitz with a kill, and following that up with an ace. There for Nora Crosby. Chemnitz with a kill. Crosby with an ace. First of the match. It's 5-1 now. Favor of Cavalier. Crosby back on the service line. The senior sends it over back to Larimore. Far side airmails that one out of bounds. On the error by Ahmet. 6-1 Cavalier. Out to the lead here. Again, the winner gets the Grafton Spoilers in the quarterfinal round. Pop back over there by the Polar Bears. Near side, backpedaling to get that is Chemnitz. And Chemnitz picks up her second kill of the match. Ava Chemnitz, the 5'4 junior, makes it now 7-1 Cavalier. As Carly Trozen here tries to direct traffic. Trying to get that Larimore defense set up. Just one win on the year for Larimore against 4-1 Minnewacan in 5 sets. Cavalier, with some teamwork, gets it back over to Larimore. Hoverson steps up for the attack down the middle. Madeline Hoverson with her first kill of the match. It's now 7-2 on that Tim Cazette Golden Harvest seed sale scoreboard. Hoverson drills that one, gets a deflection for an ace. Hoverson off to a good start here. Larimore coming off a loss to Thompson back last Saturday. Hoverson had a fantastic game there, and she'll pick up a second ace. 7-4, a 3-0 run for the Polar Bears. Trying to rally here in this opening set. Hoverson, that's out of bounds this time on the service there. 8-4, Cavalier. That's the second service error of the game for Larimore. Larson, backpedaling to get that one as Larimore sends it over through Egel. Chemnitz, back to Larimore, near side, Deitzler. Pop back over by the Tornadoes and up into the ceiling. They won't be able to get that one. And the point goes to Cavalier. 9-4, Tornadoes whirling that ball around here in their home gymnasium. On the service line, there is Remy Larson. And a kill this time for Egel. Caitlin Egel, the junior's first kill of the match. 3 different Polar Bears with at least one kill, now 9-5. As that one's up into the air that time for Deitzler on the service line, sent back over by the Tornadoes. Egel leaps up for it, hits it into the net that time. Would have been a block anyway, as right there waiting for it was Jocelyn Anderson, the 6-foot sophomore. Anderson, the tallest player on the squad for Cavalier, only one at 6 foot or more. Bryn Devine on the service line now for Cavalier, and Egel pops that one up and over. Back to the Tornadoes. Madeline Steele loads it up near side. Attack by Ariana Tebow. Far side now for the Polar Bears. And a block. This time by Larimore. And Ahmet keeps it alive, and the point goes on a 4 contact violation. Ahmet picks up the block for Larimore. And it's now 10-6 in favor of Cavalier. Cavalier led or tied the entire match, as that's a kill there on the near side. Tebow. It's Tebow time for Cavalier. She picks up her first kill of the match. 3 kills and an ace for the 11 points there for the Tornadoes. They picked up points on a couple of service errors for Larimore as well, a couple of hitting errors. As back to the service line, Callie DeMars, the 5'8 senior, sends it over and picks up an ace. DeMars with her first ace of the match, now 12-6. DeMars lines it up to the near side where Egel is waiting. Deitzler loads it up back for Egel. Cross-court attack dug out there by Crosby. Back come Cavalier. As it's sent over by Remington Larson. Sands hits the chair umpire. That's usually not a point in your favor. And Carly Trozen decides to talk it over. 13-6 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Lead for Cavalier.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Here's a message from Tim Gazette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Gazette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, Agents with Answers timeout, back to action and a kill that time. Once again for Cavalier and Tebow. Their second kill of the match. Agents with Answers. See your local agents Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville for all the answers to your insurance questions. And there's another block. That time for Tebow. First block of the match now, 15-6. Let's update that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. 15-6 now. And they'll pick up an ace on top of that, 16-6. Cavalier rolling there with Callie DeMars on the service line. DeMars picks up her second ace of the match. 3 aces, no errors to my count for Cavalier. They lead at 16-6 on that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. And Cavalier has not trailed in this match so far on their home floor. Deitzler loads it up. Egel slams it. Egel's got some nice hops. I've compared her a little bit, her vertical, to Kelsey Belquist. Egel picks up her second kill of the match. I believe it's the third time I've seen Larimore this season. Egel smashes that out of bounds. They certainly don't look like a team with only one win on the year, but those costly errors will come back to haunt you. 3 service errors now, 17-7. Cavalier in control here on their home floor. 10 minutes into the match. They're already 8 points away from the opening set. Sands guides it back over to Cavalier. DeMars loads the cannons near side for Tebow. Tebow with another block. And popped over by Halverson. Cavalier gets it back. Down the line for the kill for Cavalier. Tia Jensen picks up, I believe, her second kill of the match. Tebow with another block, her second as well. It is 18-7 now as Egel nearly gets nailed in the face as she gets a hitting error, 19-7. Scoring that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seat Sales scoreboard. Substitution coming in here for Larimore. And for the Polar Bears, get the number here in a second. As it's sent right her way. A block. Tebow again. Tebow with her third. By the way, in now for the Polar Bears. That's number 7, Meg Reinhold, freshman, checks in. 20-7. Cavalier blowing it open here. As that is going to be sent out of bounds. First service error I have down for Cavalier in this contest. 20-8 as Addie Larson goes back to the senior line now for senior line. She's a senior. She goes back to the service line for Larimore. Near side, Jensen popped up. Joust to the net is won by Jensen. She'll pick up a block to add to her a couple of kills. 21-8. And speaking of 21-8, here's number 8. Now for Cavalier. Sends it right to Reinhold. Punched up that time by Colby Firstenau. And a point goes to Larimore on the hitting error, 21-9. Sent back over by Larimore on the service line. There's a nice smash. Great attack on the outside. Nora Crosby picks up her first kill of the match. Got Cavalier down for 7 now as they lead at 22-9. Jensen says thank you very much, but Larimore recovers. Deitzler sends it over. Popped up. Jensen fires the block. Overson is going to pick up her first block of the match. She already has a trifecta, at least one kill, one block, and one ace. Two aces, by the way. 22-10. Cavalier, the big lead here in set number 1 in this Region 2 play-in contest. Winner gets Grafton in the final quarterfinal on Monday in Larimore. Overson lasers that one over. Bump set back, and Remington Larson's got to load the cannons and send it over. Egel fires down the line. We get a net violation coming against Cavalier. They're our first net violation of the match. It's 2 free points now on net violations or service errors versus 3 free points all on service errors for Larimore to Cavalier. It's popped over by the Tornadoes. Larimore rallies, far side. Jensen keeps it up. Near side on the attack. That's Chemnitz. And the point goes to Cavalier, 2 points away from the opening set. Could be in 15 minutes or less. As Remington Larson goes back to the service line now, the 5'3" sophomore libero. Along with a couple of other teammates, they're the shortest players on the team. Far side, there for Steele. Pop back over by the Polar Bears. Down the line, that's dug out by Larimore, and a block now by Jocelyn Anderson. Anderson comes away with a block, and we get a series of set points, 24-11. Short serve that time. Chemnitz with a block, and it leads to the point, 25-11. Cavalier takes the opening set here on that Tim Cazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. 25-11. First set goes to Cavalier.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy.
Back here for our Farmers Union Insurance between the set and recap, presented by Farmers Union Insurance agent Ryan Opdahl in Hillsborough. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance at Hillsborough. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsborough. Or call 701-436-5777. 25-11. You see that first set score in favor of Cavalier. We'll set that here. Cavalier again leads 1-0. Cavalier did not trail in that opening set, but they trail now on their first service error, or second service error of the match. It is now 1-0 in favor of Larimore. Cavalier coming out with 8 kills, 3 aces, and 4 blocks to lead the way, all very balanced. As there's Deitzler with a block. 2-0 now Larimore. Deitzler kill with a block. Hoverson a kill, 2 aces on a block to lead the way. Caitlin Eagle with a couple of kills as well. Leading the way after set number 1. 2-0 Larimore. After not leading in the opening set, they lead here now. Hoverson with a smash. Her second kill of the match. Just like that, Larimore trying to claim their first set in 5 tries here in Cavalier. Again, they met in the regular season with the Tornadoes coming out on top. As that's an ace, Addie Larson. Larson will pick up the ace here. And all of a sudden, Larimore, I don't know what Carly Trozen said in the timeout, but whatever she said, keep doing it. Keep saying it. Larson with another 5-0. Larimore takes the early lead here in set number 2. Larson looking for 3 in a row. Just pops it up. Short. Nearly got over. Popped back over by the Tornadoes. Larimore with another chance here. Far side. Cross-court attack. Dug out. Cavalier in the response now. Cross-court attack. Larson nearly sends it over. Kept alive. Hoverson on the push. And back comes Cavalier. Hoverson again. Fisted up by Jensen. Hoverson with another block. And back and forth we go. It is out of bounds. On the return, it's a 6-0 lead. And Carmen Stanhope says, I got to talk this over. 6-0 in favor of Larimore on that Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming out of the Snowdack Insurance Company timeout, Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston, sales associate in Mayville. Can see your agents with answers. All your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers to be exact. Again, Brad Richter, Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. A 6-0 lead to come out of the second set for Larimore after they trailed and or tied. It tied 1-1, and from that point on, it was pretty much all Cavalier. As Cavalier tries to go back on the attack, Larson flings all of herself to try and get it. The point does go to Cavalier, but boy, Larimore has found something in between that first and second set. As back on the service line now for Cavalier, this is Colby Firstenau. Firstenau drills that one. And sent back, and a little miscommunication that time between Jensen and Crosby for Cavalier makes it 7-1 Larimore. And back to the service line here is Gemmel, the libero for Larimore. Near side, Chemnitz with a kill. Chemnitz picks up her third of the match, 7-2 as Cavalier tries to mount a comeback here. They won the first set 25-11. As they used a big rally to take, I believe, a 20-7 lead at one point in that opening set. Hoverson on a block. Jensen gives another point to Cavalier. Jensen's second block of the match goes along with a couple of kills. In 7-3, best of 3 out of 5, of course. Winner gets Grafton in the quarterfinals. In the final game of the day, Monday night, you can catch the Region 2 tournament on yourliveevent.com. It's a block out of bounds, 7-4. Larimore still with the lead, but Cavalier on a 3-0 run here. Trying to close the gap. Larson Props it up far side. Cross-court attack by Amit. Dug out by a collection of Cavalier Tornadoes. Remington Larson sends it over. And Addie Larson allows Larimore to get it back to Cavalier. Here's Chemnitz. Pops it over. Addie Larson. Exceptional play from the senior. Does not want her season to come to an end here as Chemnitz going to pick up another kill, her fourth of the match. 7-5, Cavalier starting to climb their way back into the set after it was 6-0 and 7-1. As on the service line there, Crosby. Deitzler for Larimore. Dug out now, first to now. Here's Jensen to the corner. Tia Jensen picks up another kill. That is her third of the match. A 5-0 run for Cavalier to get back into the second set. Larimore fighting hard. They want to make sure they get at least one game on their home floor. Crosby, service line down the middle to Egel. Larson. And a block by Jensen. Swept back up by Amit. Gemmel and Deitzler. Back to Cavalier. Here's DeMars. Loading it up for Chemnitz, and she hit her face in the net that time. Ouchie Wawa. 8-6 now. As Adeline Manley, the sophomore, will come in for Cavalier. Madeline Hoberson goes to the service line as the Polar Bears have not trailed in this second set, but Cavaliers charging. Set up, far side. Jensen hammers for the kill. Tia Jensen, her fourth kill of the match, matching Chemnitz. 8-7, Cavalier. Rough start to the second set after breezing, relatively speaking, through the first. Remington Larson. Down the line, Addie Larson into the net that time, and we are now tied 8-8 after a 6-0 run to start. Cavaliers outscored Larimore the last 10 points, 8-2. And Remington Larson and the Tornadoes will try to take their first lead of the second set. Gemmel, high flyer to Egel, scoops it up and sends it over. Chemnitz near side. Hoverson digs it out of the back line, and miscommunication for Larimore. Carly Trozen looks like she's going to call a timeout, and she will. 9-8, Cavalier. 9 of the last 11 points after trailing 6-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. 1-0 in favor of Cavalier.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moan with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
And coming out of the Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter, Hillsboro, Nick Preston, Mayville. Timeouts. 9-8, Cavalier has regained the lead after they trailed 6-0 in the second set. As it's now 10-8 in favor of Cavalier. Remington Larson back on the service line, picks up an ace. Remington Larson with her first ace of the match. 11-8 here now. It's Cavalier rolling. They've scored 11 out of the last 13 points to regain the lead. Larson to the middle for Gemmel. Now Eddie Larson for Larimore. Popped up and over Deitzler down the line. Far side, DeMars flips it up and over. DeMars with a point for Cavalier. 12-8. Whatever Larimore had at the start of the second set has now evaporated. It's Remington Larson. Skies that one down the middle for another ace, her second in this run. 13-8. Larson gets another. Remington Larson with 3 aces. 14-8. Cavalier now running away with this second set. 26 minutes into the match, they are halfway to a date with Grafton Monday night. Larimore, Amit steps up. Cross-court attack sent back by Cavalier. Far side, Amit into the net. 15-8 Cavalier. in a battle of the orange and black squads. Cavalier right now coming out victorious. Off the strength of Remington Larson and this talented Cavalier squad. Amit and the Polar Bears certainly don't look like a team with only one win. They're trying to fight back. Chemnitz hits the antenna. Automatic point for Larimore in their first. I believe in the last 13 points. I think it was 8-2. Remington Larson. Now Deitzler mishit it. Try to get out of the way, but nobody was there in time to help her out. 16-9 as Chemnitz checks out. As does Furstenau. And in for the Tornadoes, Tebow and Bryn Devine on the service line. Egel. Fisted up by Cavalier. Remington Larson and company send it back over. Anderson gives it back to Larimore. Egel punches that across the net. Back set, back row attack for Remington Larson. She gives her shot. And a block this time by Jocelyn Anderson. Anderson's first block of the match, unofficially 17-9. Again, 17 of the last 21 points off the service area now for Cavalier. Their third have gone to the Tornadoes. Sadie Ahmed back to the service line now for Larimore, the host team, or the host school, I should say, for the tournament. Thanks to Patty Honenson and all her staff for helping us get coordinated and ready to go for Monday. As a little miscommunication for Cavalier gives Larimore the point, 17-11. They've already scored the same amount of points they did in the entire first set. Nearly a half hour into this match, Cavalier with the edge, but Larimore fighting back after getting out to an early lead. Remington Larson flings it up and over for the point. Oh, man. Remington Larson locked and loaded on that one. And the point goes to Cavalier. 18-11 here now. What a move there for the libero. 5'3", tied for the shortest player on the roster, but giving them some big impact. Deitzler loads it up. Egel, near side. As that's sent down by the Tornadoes and out of bounds. 19-11, Cavalier. Pulling ahead here, 6 points away from a 2-0 lead. They defeated Larimore in the regular season, 3-0. Larimore, Deitzler. Little miscommunication, but the Polar Bears get it over. And trying to fly in to get that one. Unable to do so was Nora Crosby. It's 19-12 now. Larimore trying to keep fighting here as Egel. Back to the service line. Caitlin Egel, nicely placed serve. Halverson flings it off a Tornado. Cavalier responds. Remington Larson, sidewinder that time from libero to libero for Kemmel. Halverson backs up, trying to get a push, and still up for grabs. Down the middle by Anderson. Far side, Anderson with a block, but it does go back over to the Cavalier side. 19-13, Jocelyn Anderson does pick up her second block of the match on that one. And Caitlin Egel goes back to the service line with a couple of kills, but nothing else. That's a service error. Larimore's fourth of the match. As Tia Jensen comes back in for Cavalier and Jocelyn Anderson back on the service line. Flinged over on the serve. Sent towards the corner. Up and at him here and guided back by the Tornadoes. Far side, Larimore on the attack. It's dug out Cavalier. But DeMars and company get it back over. Set up Halverson. Alan Halverson with her third kill of the match, 20-14. Sadie Larson's going to check back in here for Larimore. The senior already with a pair of aces on the match, looking for more. Jensen, now DeMars. Jensen near side. Swept up by Larimore. Egel fires from the back row. And dug out by the Tornadoes. Crosby, far side, cross-court attack. Eddie Larson on the dig. Deitzler, load up Hoverson. Down the middle, it's out of bounds. No deflection that time. 21-14. Cavalier inching towards a 2-0 lead. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, your home for the Region 2, Region 1, and EDC girls volleyball tournaments. Eddie Larson loads up Deitzler far side. Cross-court attack. Addison Deitzler with their second kill of the match. 21-15. Larimore hanging around. They had a 6-0 lead. Since then, Cavalier has outscored Larimore 21-9. Chemnitz near side down the line. Larson returned, but a net violation, or actually a net violation on Hoverson. 22-15 Cavalier off Larimore's first net violation of the match. As Crosby, that's in. Nora Crosby with a big ace. Crosby here second. 2 points now away from a 2-0 lead for Cavalier. Crosby drills it towards the corner. Hoverson and Gemmel rally for Larimore's. Egel on the far side, cross-court attack. Chemnitz through her fingertips. And a point goes to Larimore, 23-16. As Hoverson goes back to serve now for the Polar Bears. Hoverson drills it to the back row. Far side, Jensen, precarious pop-up, gets over. Larson sets it up for Ahmet far side, and that is just long, no deflection. 24-16. They're conferring at the scores table, and no change to the call. And we'll get a new ball, though, as the initial game ball decided to run away. Needed a break. 24-16, 8 set points to go up 2-0. Down the middle, Larson. Sent over by Larimore. We're in the cannons. Anderson for the set. Addie Larson keeps Larimore in it. Egel this time, blocked by Anderson, and that does it. After trailing 6-0, 25-10, Cavalier outscores Larimore to get the second set victory. They're up 2-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard.
2023 is winding down, but there's still so much in store for the year at Mayport Hardware. Make sure you're locked and loaded with orange gear and supplies for a successful hunting season. Secure your stockpile of salt and shovels for the winter storms ahead. Also, it's never too early to think about those gifts for the holidays. Find all this and more at Mayport Hardware, Mayville's Hardware Hank. Mayport Hardware wishes the teams competing in the 2023 Region 2 Volleyball Tournament the best of luck.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton. Positions available include potato stackers, potato graders, and forklift driver. Seasonal, approximately September through May, and generally from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You get paid holidays and paid vacation, paid every 2 weeks. Up to $18 per hour depending on position. Call Carissa 701-847-2200 or find them on the website, dakotapackers.com. Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton.
And back here for our In Between the Sets recap presented by Farmers Union Insurance, Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. And it is now 2-0 in favor of Cavalier. Let's update that scoreboard for you. 2-0 in favor of Cavalier after a 25-16 second set win. They trailed. Cavalier did 6-0, but they outscored the Polar Bears 25-10. To claim the second set. Only 4 kills in that set for Cavalier, 3 for Larimore. 4 aces, though, for Cavalier, 3 for Larimore, and 4 blocks for Cavalier, 1 for Larimore. That's our In Between the Sets recap, presented by Farmers Union Insurance agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. And here's our Dakota Natural Gas first serve of the third set. And Tia Jensen grabs the kill there, her 5th of the match now, 1-2-0. Cavalier did not trail in the first set, rallied in the second. We'll see what happens in the third. Started this one at 7:02. It's on the serve. The Larson for Larimore. Popped up and over, and that's going to be a kill. There for Larimore. On the kill of that time for the Polar Bears, that's Autumn Gross. Gross with their first kill of the match. And we're tied at 1. As Jensen hits it into the net that time, now 2-1. Larimore. Kelsey Kemmel goes back to the service line for the Polar Bears. The libero sends it towards the corner. Jensen smashes it up, and a little miscommunication makes it 3-1 Larimore. Once again, the Polar Bears off to a hot start. 3 straight points for Larimore. Skemmel back on the service line. Sidewinder, and we get a double contact. They're going to say lift, actually, on that one. Gemmel with her first ace of the match. And just like that, Larimore again, some of these early sets. That one's out of bounds. 5 service errors for Larimore here. 2-0 in favor of Cavalier. Won the first 25-11, the second 25-16. Crosby on the service line for Cavalier, drills it down the middle. Popped up and over by Egel. Crosby sets up Chemnitz near side. Flung up into the air by Egel. Ahmed on the far side hits it into the net. It's now 4-2-3. Back on the service line, Crosby. Crosby sends it down the middle. Propped up by Deitzler. Pirouetting to get that one. Cavalier keeps it alive. Remington Larson nearly had another fantastic play. 5-3. She's definitely in the conversation for our Arctic Enterprises Precision Play of the game. Find out who that will be in our Enbridge Energy Player of the game coming up at the end of the broadcast in the postgame. Matt Hoverson on the service line now for Larimore, and again another double contact. Larimore leading 6-3. Trying to at least take this to a 4th set. On the line, and it's going to be a point there to Larimore. Off the serve from Hoverson, 7-3 in favor of the Polar Bears. Hoverson drills that one, nearly takes out DeMars. And we get a net violation coming against Cavalier. And it's going to be now 8-3 Larimore. Make it 9-3. Hoverson with another ace, her 3rd of the match. And the 11 seed, the Larimore Polar Bears, trying to rally big time. Their trends favor them if they can rally all the way back. They're undefeated in 5-set matches. As there's an ace again for Hoverson, and we get another timeout. Nope, just a substitution. Looked like Carmen Stanhope was going to call a timeout, but not that time. 10-3. Larimore. Deepest lead in a set. Hoverson nearly gets another one, but Remington Larson is there with another big dive. Near side. Deitzler. Remington Larson picks it up. Block for Deitzler. Deitzler with the trifecta now. 11-3. Larimore, since they trailed 1-0, outscoring Cavalier 11-2. But a big kill for Chemnitz. Chemnitz now with their 5th of the match, 11-4. Remington Larson back on the service line as Cavalier tries to get themselves out of a hole again. Second time this match, they've trailed by at least 6 points in a set. They trail by 7 here now, make it 8. 12-4, Larimore is rolling here in this third set. Could we be headed for a fourth? Deitzler, sidewinder on the service line. Step up Larson into the net, 13-4, and I think Stanhope's got to talk it over, and she will. 13-4, Larimore with the lead, another big lead. Can they hold on this time? Here on that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsborough, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, Agents with Answers, timeout. See Trail County's Agents with Answers. For all your insurance questions, Agent Brad Richter in Hillsborough and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Looking at a 13-4 lead for Larimore, their largest lead at any point in a set in this match, leading by 9. They let a 6-point lead evaporate last time as Jocelyn Anderson with a big kill. Second of the match now 13-5. Try not to let it evaporate this time. Back on the service line now for Cavalier. And an ace. There for Bryn Devine. Devine's first ace of the match. 8 aces to 3 service errors for Cavalier. 8 aces to 5 service errors for Larimore. There's another ace, 13-7. 3 in a row now for Cavalier. Devine with her second. 4 different tornadoes with at least 2 aces. Devine looking for 3. She's got it. Devine, feeling Devine on that service line. 13-8. Devine looking to make it 4. Hold that time. Hoverson picks it up. Far side into the net that time. Now 13-9. Carly Trozen's got to talk it over now. 5-0 run for Cavalier. After Larimore led it 13-4. Cavalier trying to mount a comeback again here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
Coming out of another Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter, Hillsborough, Nick Preston, Mayville timeout, 13-9. Larimore had a 9-point lead, but Cavalier right now in a 6-0 run, getting themselves back into the set. They trailed 6-0 at the start of the second set, but rallied, outscoring Larimore the rest of the way, 25-10. So now they're trying to come back from 9 down as Egel sends it out of bounds, 13-11. At time for the hitting errors there for Larimore. Cavalier getting out to sluggish starts in the second and third sets. But they're trying to make their second rally. As that's into the net that time for Egel, 13-12. As Grace Sands going to check back into the ballgame for Larimore for Egel. Now, as Cavaliers on now, a 8-0 run, nearly evaporating that 9-point lead from Larimore. Sands, the freshman, has got a lot of potential. Sends it down the middle. Near side now Court attack by Tebow. And Sands again with that potential. She delivers that time. Sands with her first kill of the match. Makes it now 14-12, ends an 8-0 run for Cavalier. Ahmet on the service line here for Larimore. Stepping up, it's Tebow. To the back row goes Hoverson. Sands for a push. It's into the net. 14-13. It's been a match of rallies here so far. First set dominated by Cavalier. They won at 25-11. They were tied at one apiece, but since then it was a 24-10 rout. Then Larimore getting the 6-0 lead to start the second. 25-10 the rest of the set. Larimore hits it out of bounds that time to tie it up at 14. Then they had a 9-point lead, 13-4. But Cavalier has erased that. They erased it on an 8-0 run to start, and then a couple of points later, they're tied, and now they've taken the lead on an ace. From Demars. Demars is third. And Cavalier takes the lead, 15-14, already up 2-0 in this Region 2 play-in contest. Sands up to the ceiling, pinballs off, chance at it. Sands hits it into the net, little miscommunication, 16-14. Cavalier. Certainly tested by these pesky polar bears. So far, Cavalier looking to claim victory. They're within single digits of it. Already up 2-0, 9 points away from the match, and a spot in the quarterfinals in Larimore on Monday. It back over. Propped up. Down the middle. Sands. Launched up into the air by Demars, and now sent over by Tebow. Far side. Tapped over by Gross for Larimore. Sands jousts with the net. A block by Jocelyn Anderson. Anderson with 4 blocks. 3 of which came in the second set. Just got one there. It's now 17-14, make it 17-15 on the service error. Cavaliers fourth of the match. Again, 17-15. As checking in for Larimore on the service line. It's Tebow on the attack. Into the net that time for Larimore. By the way, there was Destiny McCoy on the service line. 18-15 off the hitting error. Cavalier now closing in on a straight sets victory, but certainly not an easy one. Anderson drills that one to Eggle. Got it over near side. Polar Bear sent it back to Cavalier. Back pedals, cross-court attack, it drops in. There for Tebow. It's Ariana Tebow's first kill since the opening set. And a point goes to Cavalier again, 20-15. Cavalier season on the line here. Or, excuse me, Larimore season on the line to Cavalier. An ace for Anderson. Anderson with the trifecta now. And a timeout called Carly Trozen. 21-15, Cavalier closing in on a spot in the quarterfinals. On the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sale scoreboard.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Coming out of another Nodak Insurance Company, Trail County's agents with answers. Brad Richter, Hillsborough, Nick Preston, Mayville, timeout. 21-15 in favor of Cavalier. They trailed 13-4. They erased that 9-point lead and, in a sense, outscored Larimore 17-2. Near side, Tebow. It's going to be a point on a 4-contact violation. I haven't seen too many of those called tonight. 21-16. Larimore trying to stay in it here. Eddie Larson on the serve. Tebow, Sky Sports out of bounds. 21-17. Larimore ain't it around here. And they have that big 13-4 lead. Trying to see if they can go on another rally to at least force a fourth set. Eddie Larson already with a couple of service aces today. Nearly got another one there, but Cavalier rallies to get it over. Near side, Deichsler. Scored attack, dug out. A Cavalier. Jensen, get out of here. Tia Jensen. 22-17. Jensen with another smash. He's got 2 kills in each of the first 3 sets. It's Cavalier now 3 points away from the match. No timeouts left for Larimore. Gross and Addie Larson. Big point kept alive. Joust to the net. We get a lift on Cavalier. 22-18. Gemmel back on the server's line. Kelsey Gemmel vaults it to the back row where Jensen is waiting. Here's Chemnitz near side at a quiet third set. We get a net violation against Deitzler. That's Larimore's only second of the match, but it's a costly one, 23-18. Cavalier trying to finish the job after getting themselves in big holes in the second and third sets. Nora Crosby on the service line, down the middle to Egel. Larson, Ahmet, far side, looking for the corner, just out of bounds by an inch, and a half dozen match points for Nora Crosby and the Cavalier Tornadoes. Crosby going back on the service line. Cavalier trying to open up the postseason on their home floor with a win, and they do. 25-18, the final set score. 25-11, 25-16, 25-18. Winner, Cavalier over Larimore in 3 highly entertaining sets. As the seniors for Larimore realize they won't get the chance to finish out their season on their home floor. Getting the final score on that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seat Sale scoreboard, 25-11, 25-16, 25-18, in about 55 minutes. Back for the postgame next.
RDK Enterprises is searching for candidates to fill multiple positions. These customer-facing positions require a high level of organization, workflow management skills, the ability to work with and lead others, problem-solving skills, and the drive to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Available positions include shop foreman and service technician. Compensation package based on experience. If interested in joining our team, upload your resume at planterdoc.com.
At State Farm, their mission is to ask their customers who and what they have to protect and offer options on how to protect them every single time. They protect their customers' way of life, which includes their family, their income, and their things so they can achieve their goals despite unexpected life events. They believe in making the conversation as simple as possible to guide their customers through the insurance jargon. They are here to help. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. See your local State Farm insurance agent Britta Swenson and Cavalier to get the conversation started.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
Oh, chew! Oh, I hate these colds.
You know, it could be more than just a cold.
What do you mean it could be more than just a cold?
Let's hear from Brenda at Trail District Health Unit.
We always want you to be aware of any temperatures, of course, signs of dehydration, body aches, the sneezing, the coughing, the sore throat, all those things that maybe think you have a bad cold, but truthfully could be RSV, influenza, and of course it could be COVID.
It may be more than a cold. Learn more at Trail District Health Unit on how you can stay safe during cold and flu season.
Back here in our post-game show, you see the third set score. Again, that was set number 3. Let's reset it here on the Golden Harvest Tim Cossette seed sales scoreboard. And again, Cavalier wins it 3-0 to advance to the quarterfinals by a final score of 25-11, 16, and 18. That's the final score here on our Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance Agent of Hillsboro match recap. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro, home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. A highly entertaining 3-set match, getting done in just under an hour, 55 minutes approximately. It was pretty much all Cavalier in the first set after it was tied 1-1. Cavalier got out on a big roll. I think they led by about 13 points, 20-7 at one point. They never trailed in that first set, despite being tied by 1, winning the first again 25-11. Then it got really interesting there in the second set, 25-16 the final set score. But Larimore, they came out on fire, 6-0. They had a big lead, but it was a 25-10 scoreline from that point on as Cavalier took the second set. Larimore had the same thing occur for them in the third set. They led 13-4. But an 8-0 run for Cavalier got them back in the set. They eventually would take the lead and never look back. Leading the way for Cavalier statistically was Tia Jensen, on the kill side at least, with 6 kills. She also finished with a couple of blocks. Leading the way in aces, 3 tornadoes. Remington Larson, Bryn Devine, and Callie DeMars, each with 3 aces. And leading the way in blocks was Jocelyn Anderson. She had 4, along with an ace and a pair of kills. Other stats for Cavalier. Nora Crosby picked up a kill and a pair of aces. Ava Chemnitz picked up 5 kills. And Ariana Tebow, 3 kills and 3 blocks. 4 service errors and 1 net violation for Cavalier. For Larimore, they were led by Madeline Hoverson. Hoverson for the Polar Bears. She picked up 4 aces, a pair of blocks, and 3 kills in the defeat. In her final match in a Larimore uniform. Edison Deitzler, a pair of kills, an ace and a block. Caitlin Eggle with 2 kills. Sadie Ament with a block. Addie Larson in her final match with a pair of aces. Autumn Gross, senior, with a ace. Kelsey Gemmel there with an ace. Gross with a kill, And Grace Sands with a kill as well. And so that is how it'll go for our match recap presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. We're going to step away. We'll be back with some post-game interviews. That's coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is your livelihood, and success requires a seed partner that's just as committed as you are. Just like you, we're farmers first, so our values are rooted just as deep and our goals are just as strong. Our team is ready to hit your fields. So no matter what each growing season brings, we'll get through it together. It's who we are. Thunderseed, first in the field.
Get your best discounts now on Amity Beat Equipment. This is the final week of discounts. Talk to Chuck or Neil for the early bird discount pricing on Amity Beat Equipment. Several trade-in beat lifters and toppers. Listen to this list. 12-22-2022 Amity Lifter. 12-22-2021 Amity Lifter. 12-22-2015 Amity Lifter. 2023 Amity 12-22-3750 Topper. 2015 12-row 3750 Topper. 2012 12-22 Amity 12-row Topper. Ziegler Ag Equipment. Highway 9 North Ada.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Here in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's here with you. Please be joined by Ava Chemnitz from Cavalier, the victorious Cavalier Tornadoes, winning 3-0. And Ava, a highly entertaining match for me, maybe a little stressful for you and the ladies on the floor. What was Coach Stanhope saying to you ladies to get your heads back on after falling down early in the second and third sets?
Well, to get us motivated all week, we've been working on some of the same stuff that we ended up struggling on. But all week we've been motivated, and whenever we start to lose sight in practice during games, our coach Carmen goes, "Do you want to be here? And do you want to come here for our practice on Sunday so we can play good games on Monday and for the rest of the season?" And that reminds us how, yes, we do. We want to keep doing our best, and we want to keep our seniors on the court with us and play with them for as long as we can. And I think all of my teammates and I really do love volleyball, even if we do need some reminders every once in a while.
Boy, that's well said. That's a good piece of advice for life, right? Do you want to be here? I have those days where I think, do I want to be calling this game? But you give me some inspiration on that. Ava, let's talk about coming up next against Grafton. What do you remember from the matchup with the Spoilers, and what are you hoping to do different this time?
It just wasn't our best match, obviously, and we've been focusing on the Grafton game kind of all week. We've been working on outsides and middles, hitting the opposite side of the court that Libro's on, obviously. Me and my fellow outside, Ariana Tibu, we've been working on hitting line all practice, which we did at this game today too. And then even middles are hitting that side of the court and just hustling and making sure our block is there to help our back row. And we've been pretty successful doing that in practice. And we practiced hitting that side of the court again today. So we're just hoping to bring that to our match on Monday.
Ava, congratulations. We will see you in the quarterfinals against Grafton on Monday and the rest of your team. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
And again, on our Dakota Heritage Bank interviews, Dakota Heritage Bank, I lost track here. Dakota Heritage Bank sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. Let's bring in the coach here now, Carmen Stanhope. Carmen, if you want to twirl all the way around to the other side, and we'll get you down into the table here. It takes a lot of equipment to make these broadcasts work. But Carmen, congratulations to you and your ladies on the victory. It was certainly not an easy straight sets victory. But your thoughts on how your team battled back in those two sets?
They battled back. That was nice to see. I wish we would have had a little bit more consistency, especially from our serve receive. We kind of struggled there. That's kind of something that's been the focus of our practices the last few weeks. That seems to be our biggest area of weakness. So we're really focused on that. And they pulled through here to get the win. But there's definitely some things we need to work on. See Grafton.
Absolutely. We kind of talked to Ava about Grafton, but your thoughts from the head coach perspective on what the team needs to do on Monday to come away with the upset?
Yeah, Grafton is a great team. We definitely have to come ready to play. We have to defensively, we have to be ready for their quickness because they're a quick offensive team. We also really need to, again, focus on our serve receive so that we can set up an effective offense. So just those kind of two keys. And then communication. We kind of struggled with our communication on the court tonight, so I need to see that a little bit better to get an upset on Monday with Grafton. So,
Coach, I know we mentioned in the pregame segments that you didn't necessarily want to be in this round, but you're happy to be at home. Your thoughts on the home fans one last time this season?
Oh, it was nice to finish the season with a home game, especially for our seniors. It was kind of bittersweet. They were all kind of sad at the end there. But it was nice to have one last home game before we head off to regionals, and for the seniors too, a good send off to end on a win at home.
Carmen Stanhope, head coach for Cavalier, joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank postgame interviews. We'll see Carmen and the rest of the Tornadoes, and we'll see 7 other teams in the quarterfinal round on Monday at yourliveevent.com. Carmen, thanks for the time.
Yep, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, and we'll step away here. Be back to wrap up our postgame next on yourliveevent.com.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Worley Construction of Cavalier has your whole construction project covered. New construction, remodeling, interior and exterior carpentry, and so much more. Whether rain, snow, or shine, Worley Construction is there to beautify your bathroom, secure your siding, and see your dream homes come true. Worley Construction of Cavalier. Top-notch dudes building top-notch homes. 701-680-0498. Best of luck to the Tornadoes and the rest of the teams in the Region 2 tournament.
More in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Please be joined by senior for Larimore, Madeline Hoverson. And Madeline, I got to tell you, very impressed by your play. Despite a loss, you came out, you had energy and fire, and you and the rest of your team, you guys had a chance in the second and third sets. What was going right for your team in those 2 sets?
Well, we came together as a team, and that was great. We definitely could have done better, but we gave it all we got, and yeah.
Absolutely good attitude to have. And what do you take away from your time? Again, this is going to be the last game for yourself, for at least on the volleyball court for Larimore. What are some of your favorite memories or favorite moments, or what do you take away from your time here at Larimore?
My teammates are really encouraging, and I love them so much, and I'm really going to miss them, and I hope them the best, and yeah.
Madeline Hoverson joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Madeline, best of luck. What are you going to do with your future? You want to share what your next plans are after high school?
I'm going to attend UND and major in biology and pre-med. And, yeah.
Much smarter than me, I'll tell you that much. It's Madeline Hoverson joining us, senior from Larimore. Madeline, best of luck in your future, and thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in the head coach here, Carly Trozen from Larimore. And Carly, I was mentioning with Madeline, your senior there, that your ladies had good fights in this match. You guys gave Cavalier everything that they could handle, and you had big leads. Unfortunately, it got away from you in the second and third sets. Walk me through the match here today.
Yeah, we just couldn't keep the lead that we had. Our passes just weren't there tonight. That's kind of what got us to lose our lead, and unfortunately, we ended up not winning, of course, but hopefully good luck to Cavalier in the upcoming regions.
And taking a look at your senior class, of course, we talked to Madeline Hoverson, Kelsey Gemmel, outstanding libero, Autumn Gross, and Addie Larson, who I thought in the couple of games that I've seen of yours had her best game. Unfortunately, it was her last game. Your thoughts on these 4 seniors and what they brought to the program?
You know, I'm going to miss them. They've dedicated their time and effort into the Larimore volleyball program during the off season, open gyms, team camps, getting everything ready, being leaders. They were the best, great 4 seniors to have, and we're sure going to miss, but I wish them the best of luck in their next coming years.
And, Coach, you got a lot of great potential coming up, juniors, sophomores, freshmen. It's going to be fun watching your team. Anything else you want to mention to our viewers here on the Dakota Heritage Bank postgame interviews?
No, just looking forward to next year and continuing on our off season and improving from there.
It's Carly Trozen, head coach for Larimore, joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank postgame interviews. Carly, thanks for the time, not just today, but throughout the regular season.
Thank you.
All right, and we will wrap things up here from Cavalier next on yourliveevent.com.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop in at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Just stop in and get your flu shot. There is no copay for all Medicare participants and other qualified plans. Call Hillsborough Drug for a free Medicare Part D review. The open enrollment ends December 7th. Remember, you can now text Hillsborough Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. And they offer mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsborough and Halstead. Your full-service pharmacy, Hillsborough Drug. The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
And our final score on that Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, again, 25-11, 16 and 18 in favor of Cavalier over Larimore. Thanks to both the sides. Really enjoyed the conversations with Ava Chemnitz and Carmen Stanhope from Cavalier and Carly Trozen and Madeline Hoverson from Larimore. Thanks to those ladies for coming in and sharing their thoughts on the season. Unfortunately for Larimore, they might have played their best game, other than the win over Florence and a walk-in, might have played their best game. Unfortunately, was their last. But kudos to Cavalier. They're off to the quarterfinals. Let's take a look before we wrap things up at our bracket here so far. Of course, at this time, we know one result and from the play-in rounds, and it's going to be Grafton and Cavalier meeting in the quarterfinals. That's the last game of the day. We also, of course, know that Park River, Fortville, Lincoln, and Hillsborough Central Valley will be meeting. The other two matchups yet to be decided. Thompson will meet the winner of North Border and Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and Mayport CG faces off against Midway Minto or Hatton Northwood in the first round. So that's what we know on that. Let's take a look here right now at our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And, really hard decision to make. All very balanced between the kills, aces, blocks, Larimore, or Cavalier especially. Very balanced attacks. It was hard to pick a winner, but I'm going to go with someone that didn't necessarily have the offensive statistics, but really was the glue that held the team together. Remington Larson, she did pick up a trio of aces, and she also had some exceptional digs. That libero is my Enbridge Energy player of the game. And let's take a look now at our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough, and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough, and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises here to help you. Precision play of the game, really, for me, it was a big moment when Larimore was leading big, 13-4 in that third set. And I tell you what, we talked about the aces being a big factor for Cavalier in their victory. And I got to give, though, one string of aces, 3 in a row for Bryn Devine, the young freshman, at 3 in a row. Really critical to try to cut into that lead, and it really helped Cavalier get back into the contest. So that's my RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the game. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring these postseason contests to you. Make sure to patron their businesses. A special thanks to our Cavalier sponsors for this particular game: Worley Construction, State Farm Insurance Agent Britta Swenson, and Farmers Union Insurance Agent Jennifer Worley. Cavalier. And this broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. That'll do it here from all of us at yourliveevent.com for our executive producer, Mark Forsyth, our marketing director, Jim Berkmeyer, the Magic Video Man himself, Jack Albee, and the rest of the team at yourliveevent.com. This is James Martin saying, Region 2 girls volleyball fans, show some pride.